Hello, I'm former Mill Creek Township Supervisor John Groh, and I'm here to interview Kim Clear. She is a candidate in the May primary for Mill Creek Township Supervisor. The winner of this election will go on to the general election in November. Kim is taking on an incumbent in the primary, and we're going to get some information from her and ask her why she is the person that she wants to be as a supervisor. Kim, tell us about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much, John, for doing this interview. I
Yes.
appreciate it so much. So I am a Mill Creek Township School District teacher,
Okay.
actually. That is my full-time job.
Okay.
I have been teaching for 17 years.
Okay.
I taught for 14 years at J.S. Wilson Middle School.
Okay.
And I have been teaching at McDowell Senior High School for 4 years now.
That's very
And
rewarding.
yes,
yeah.
it is. It's wonderful. I have enjoyed all 17 of my years working with the students.
Okay. And well, how about family? You live in Mill Creek, obviously.
Yes, I do. I have been a resident of Mill Creek for 15 years.
15 years.
15 years.
Okay.
Yes. My husband and I actually bought our home, I believe it was in 2006.
Okay.
And in Mill Creek. And then we just recently moved a year and a half ago, again in Mill Creek. Yes.
Okay. And you have
And I
two
love
daughters? You
Mill
have
Creek.
two
I have
daughters too?
We actually moved to Mill Creek because my older daughter, who is now 17, she was 3, and we had to start thinking about schools. And I'll be honest with you, I was teaching in the Mill Creek Township School District, and I loved our school district so much. I loved what we were doing, believe in what we do in Mill Creek Township. And I wanted my children to be a part of that. So that's why we moved to Mill Creek.
Okay. So you're a teacher. You have a degree, a teaching degree from where? What
do.
University?
Yes, actually, I have my degree from Mercyhurst
University. Okay.
That's right. I actually studied political science and also English.
Political science and English.
Yes, I did.
And then you have a degree in teaching.
And then I went back and got my teaching certification.
Okay.
And a few years later, I had worked actually in marketing and for a few years. And then when I had my family, I realized that I wanted to be a part of their life.
Okay. So of course, many people know you that you're on county council, that you represent Mill Creek Township on your county council.
Yes, I love working on county council.
Okay.
So I was elected a few years ago to county council.
Okay.
And it has been such an honor to serve and represent Mill Creek, but serve the entire county.
Okay.
And I think that one of the most enjoyable parts of this has been my ability to immerse myself in all areas of county government. It is vast.
Okay.
And it has its spokes, I would say, in every single area of a person's life.
Okay.
I have immersed myself in all parts of the county government as well.
So you do know government, you know county government,
yes,
and you know how Mill Creek Township government, or actually township governments in general.
That's correct. Yes, and I know Mill Creek Township's relationship with the county and with the state, because as a county representative, I actually deal a lot with the state and federal government.
Okay, so you're very much aware of government. You're not a newcomer to this.
No.
Okay, that's. I think that's good. I think voters need to know that.
Yes.
You're just not a novice at this. You are experienced working in government.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Now, when your service on county council, what committees do you serve on with Erie County Council?
Oh, so my first year, actually, it was an honor that I was asked to be the finance chairwoman.
Okay.
And I am still serving as finance chairwoman as well.
Okay.
I have also been selected to be the vice chairperson of county council.
All right.
Because of all of the work that I've done. I serve on the election board as well. And until I actually decided that I was running for an office, I was the vice chairwoman of that as well. I've also been asked to serve on the Pleasant Ridge board of directors. I am a part of the retirement board. I was assigned to that. I have also with the Pleasant Ridge retirement board. I'm a liaison for the airport in Mill Creek. And I know I could keep going and going.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're looking at moving from county government as a county council person and going to Mill Creek Township and serving just Mill Creek Township was what the elected office of Township Supervisor does.
Yes.
So you're bringing all of that to serve Mill Creek Township as
I
a
am.
supervisor?
You know, I think that, and that is actually why I am so happy to be able to do this, because
Okay.
I have been dealing not only with public safety,
Yes.
I've been dealing with the health department during a
Okay.
pandemic.
Okay.
And you know, the pandemic actually has opened
Okay.
our eyes to all that is going on
Okay.
here within the township or within the county.
Yeah.
And I've served as well with the planning department,
Okay.
with all of the grant funding projects that we have, and with the DCED and the
Okay.
state government.
Okay. Well, since you mentioned the public safety aspect, I'm going to
Oh,
get right
yes.
into the tough questions
All right.
here, Kim.
Okay. Bring it on.
Recently, in the last month or two, there's been some controversy or some news about the Mill Creek Police Department, about the staffing cuts. You might want to call it that. I'm not sure exactly how it's being phrased, but there's some concerns about lack of shift coverage, that things are being changed around, possibly putting residents in some sort of situation, you know,
Yeah.
that there may not be enough officers out there, and this also reflects on the officer safety too.
Correct.
What can you tell me about this?
Sure. You know, again, this is one of the reasons that I felt it was my job and my duty
Okay.
to run.
Okay.
Our job is to serve the community,
Okay.
and our biggest responsibility as being a servant, a public servant, is to keep people safe. And you know, it is very unfortunate. Basically, what has happened is that they have not replaced any of the retirees in the department for about a year. And a
Okay,
half.
so that's what's going on.
That's
is that?
what's going on, correct.
Okay.
They have actually made a statement. The Mill Creek Township Supervisors have now, because of the pressure that has been on, because of the public outcry
Okay.
for this,
Yes.
because we have such fewer officers that are able to be involved on the scene
Okay.
discrepancies and things
responding,
in
yeah.
responding. That's right. And you know, there was a bit of public outcry, unfortunately. So basically, what the supervisors have said is that they will not hire in 2021, but they will look into hiring in 2022.
Oh.
Nothing has been signed, but
Okay.
we are still here at this shortage, and we. And I think, you know, something else that has happened too, unfortunately, is that you know, the Mill Creek Police Department has been. They're being looked at as being invaluable, that we don't need them, and we do need them.
boy.
We need them
Okay.
to keep us safe.
That's alarming, yes, because
It
we do
is.
need public safety.
Yes, we do.
But another facet of public safety I want to ask you about is the fire service. Of course, we have 4 volunteer fire companies in Mill Creek Township, and there's a 5th company which is contracted by Mill Creek Township to serve the northwest portion of Mill Creek.
Correct.
Any thoughts about the volunteer service and where we are at? And I believe, of course, Mill Creek Township has had a fire commission, and they've had some success in getting some things done, but is it moving in the direction that you like? Do you think that things need to be changed around a little bit?
Well, you know, I think the first thing that needs to happen is the conversation, and
Yeah.
where we have all of our fire companies come in, and then we
Okay.
also meet with the entire county. So this
Okay.
again brings in my county experience. I have a global look at this
Okay.
issue. Okay.
Yes.
So versus just being in Mill Creek.
Okay.
And you know, some of this may have to do with having some full-time staff.
Okay.
So that we can, you know, make sure that we are having rather than calling it manned, I'll call it personed.
Yes, okay.
At the
Yes,
fire
because there are women
departments.
firefighters,
There
yes,
are-
and police officers,
and,
yes.
And I cannot thank them enough. The
Yes.
volunteer fire people are absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
Putting their lives on the line for us.
Yeah, they do.
But anyway, so that I think that has to be a conversation. What are their needs? And I think that's been something that's been
Okay.
we've been losing. We don't have a conversation going right now.
Well, you know how about the idea of respect for each other? You know, maybe that. Do you think that would help? You know,
I
if
think
there was
so.
less adversarial. Do you think
Correct.
that if there wasn't so much adversarial?
Yeah, I
attitude?
think I
you
do.
know?
I do believe, unfortunately, in our township right now, there is an adversarial feel to the township building. You know,
okay.
I'm running because residents asked me to run.
I see. Okay.
I'm running because the township has asked me to run.
Okay.
People,
Okay.
the voters, the people that are living here every day.
Yes.
They see They know what's going on, and they are, and they also see the complacency, and they are frustrated.
Okay.
I have not been complacent since the day I was born. You can ask my mother.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
sit
give her a
idly
call
and
right
do
now.
anything. I don't push papers.
Okay.
And I think something that I also bring to this is
Okay.
a leadership quality which brings people together. I have been
Okay.
leading people my entire life,
Okay.
and I'm able to make bridges,
Okay.
to build them.
Bridges.
And to create relationships between people, which is actually what I've been doing on council. I create
Okay.
relationships with all parts of the community,
Okay.
and different parts of the actual township.
Yeah. Would it be fair to say you're
yeah.
building bridges instead of moats and walls around the township?
Correct. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
just-
And I
that's-
will tell you,
yeah.
I know I've said this before, and you've heard me say, other people have heard me say this, but Mill Creek has been put on an island. They have put themselves on an island.
A political island.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's-
So unfortunately, throughout the county and through county offices
Yeah.
in the county, it is known that Mill Creek has placed themselves on an island,
Okay.
so that our resources are only those in Mill Creek.
I see.
That isolationist
Okay.
perspective
Yeah.
is not how we are going to build our community.
Okay, I understand that there. So your proposal is to fix that, to correct that, and
Yes,
try to
I
mend
want to
those,
work with Summit.
those-
I want to work with Fairview. I want to work with Harbor Creek. I want to work with Erie. And I have relationships that I have built
You
over
already
the last
have-
few
you already
years.
do have them in the county,
All I
yes.
have to, yes, exactly. So that I can do that.
Okay.
You know, we have to talk about zoning. That's another big issue here in Mill Creek Township.
Yes.
You know, we have this plan, Embrace Mill Creek, and which is a comprehensive plan.
Right.
Which they named Embrace Mill Creek.
Right.
But it is a comprehensive plan. Most communities have those. But what are we doing? It's sat on a shelf for 3 years, and about 8 weeks ago, when I decided to run, it was taken off the shelf. It's been dusted off.
Okay.
Who knew?
Yes. Yeah,
So
it's-
anyway, yes, it's been, but we need to actually be implementing that, and we need to take a
Right.
look at that though, because again, that's now 3-4 years old. Are we looking at the zoning, our ordinances? I have been talking to so many business owners out there,
Mm-hmm.
John. They are so frustrated because of the zoning ordinances that exist in Mill Creek Township.
Okay.
It's frustrating to them.
Okay.
And we have different businesses who've decided that they don't want to come here. We have had contracts pulled
Okay.
because of how difficult Mill Creek Township has made it
Okay.
in order
So
to invest.
Your plan is to change
Correct.
that, to
Yes.
correct that around there. Okay. You know, one of the other things here, which everybody seems to have a complaint about, and it just seems every year it happens no matter where it's at, the roads.
Oh, jeez.
You know, and this
I
was
knock
this
on the
was a
door,
problem.
I hear roads.
This was a problem
Yeah,
that,
you're right.
I dealt with when I was a supervisor,
Yeah.
and please, I'm not trying to be nonchalant, and I don't think you're going to be nonchalant about it. The fact is that roads need to be maintained,
do.
and they need to be paved. But from what I have understood, that there really has not been an increase in the mileage of
No.
roads that are paved. Maybe
No.
the number of streets or the names of streets might be more, but
Correct.
the actual mileage
Yes.
is within
And I
a
think that
mile or
that's
two.
a piece of
Yeah.
information that needs to get out there too, that there has been an increase in the number of roads, but not the increase in the
Not
number of miles in
miles.
10
That-
years.
yeah.
And I think that is something that people do not, I have the information,
Right.
which I can provide,
But
but
whether
it's been-
whether the township repaves them or not,
Correct.
the fact is there's potholes that can be fixed.
Yes.
And maybe fixed in the correct manner.
That's right. That's
And,
right.
you know,
I
it's-
know. And unfortunately, the what's being used at this time, and this is something that we all need to consider,
Mm-hmm.
is it environmentally safe? And also, it creates a mess in people's driveways. That's
Yes.
actually the other thing that I am hearing
Okay.
from so many people. What are our other
Okay.
options? And
Yeah.
that's what I'm here to do. That's
Okay.
what I want to do.
Okay. One thing I wanted to, and I know we just have about a minute left here. I wanted to ask you about something. Your opponent has claimed that you have that you work for special interest groups. Did he come out and exactly say it that way, or is that just something?
No, he said that he does not work for special.
He does
interest.
not.
He
Okay.
does not, or any political part,
Okay.
or
Okay.
for the party.
Okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry if I
No,
misquoted.
you didn't. No, that's
but
exactly what he
in the
said.
less than a minute that
and
we have
I
here.
do want to address that because there are no special interest groups that have asked me to run.
That's my point there. Okay.
I'm running because the citizens, the township, asked me to.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I've had my finger on the pulse of this community for 17 years. I hear the
Okay.
stories from my students
Okay.
and their families. So
Okay. So in the next 25 seconds there, tell the voters why they should vote for you.
You should vote for Kim Clear. And you should vote for Kim Clear because I have the experience, I have the knowledge, I have the global mindset to take what we are doing here and create a modern Mill Creek for everyone so that all of our families can live and thrive.
Thank you very much, Kim.
Thank you.